Good evening. Welcome to election night in Wisconsin. Election night. It is 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. in the East. Wisconsin's polls have just closed, and we got results live for you right now. So right now, after the Liberals got a combined 54%. In the March primary, So right now we have Janet Protasiewicz and Daniel Kelly live right now for the Wisconsin Supreme Court. So right now we are waiting for results. But this is what we got as of right now. Information about turnout via Twitter from you miss via you miss you misvoted. Madison County, this is 11 a.m. Madison City, this is the city of Madison, which is the capital of Wisconsin. It is middle of Dane County. It had the saw numbers for the Liberals just in the primaries. So this is just the city of Madison, not the whole county, but the city of Madison. 36,000 absentees and 25,000 election day votes, which is 61,000 votes at 11 a.m. The spring primary in total for the city of Madison was 75,000. That was just at 11 a.m. In the November general 2022, in that city in Madison was 145,000. And it looks like the city will match. Looks like it could match the 2022 general election. Votes are going to come in very soon. If not very soon. Actually, we got results coming in right now. I have to reload. All right. So first off, all right. So right now, let me change over. This is 2022 gubernatorial election. Tony Evers, the governor. So this is Tony Evers' second run last November. He did very well in the western part of the state. He won the 3rd district. Let's just see some. So let's go all the way down here. Let's see Evers' biggest margins. Milwaukee, he got 70%. Dane, 78%. I am waiting. We are waiting for the results right now. So let's go over to the presidential election. 3 years ago, President Biden, then Vice President Biden, defeated President Trump, then President Trump by 0.6% or 20,000-ish votes. Looking at Biden got 75 in Dane, 69 in Milwaukee. So the thing is, if Wisconsin, all right, so here's the deal. If it's between, so Janet Protasiewicz, the range to look for is the Biden margin, and the Evers margin is a good place to start off, seeing where it is best for her to get. Obviously, for Dan Kelly to win, he has to overwhelmingly overperform Michaels and has to overperform Trump. So let's go back to the map. We are still waiting for the first results right now. I'm just looking on Twitter to see when the first results are actually going to come in. Oh, we got some now. We got our first results. I was just looking on Twitter and we got our first results right now. It is Dane County. This is initial results. Dane County, Janet Potasiewicz. I'm sorry, this name, I just cannot pronounce the name. Is winning 79% to 21% in Dane County. Remember, all right, so in 2020, in Dane County, President Biden got 75% in Dane County. And in last November's general election, Governor Evers got 78.6%, basically. And this is 79. So right now, Potasiewicz is very outperforming Evers, and it's outperforming Biden. All right, so the next one is the other county in at this time is Dan Kelly lead in Waukesha County, which is right next door to Milwaukee. 60-40 right now. In 2022 gubernatorial election, Michael's got 59.8. So narrow overperformance of Michael's in there. And in the presidential election 3 years ago, Trump got 59.57. Again, a narrow overperformance there. It's very early here in Wisconsin, but the liberal Janet Potasowicz is leading Daniel Kelly. Janet is leading in Waukesha County. Waukesha County. Oh, we got Old Kenosha just came in. Janet Potasowicz leads there. One of Republican counties coming in very early. Pretty strong right now for the for Dan Kelly. 6% in. Dunn County, that is new. Let me see, Dunn County. Dunn County, I'm looking at it here. Let's see, where is it on the map on here? Trump won at 56-42 in 2020. And Michaels won at 53-48 in 2022. It's 53-47 for Kelly right now, very early. It's not looking good for Kelly right now. And we just got more results. Republican County is coming in pretty fast here in Wisconsin. But yet again, I got to check and see if they're over or under performances. The first one here, Price County, and Kelly just took the lead. Oh, okay, we're getting a ton of Waukesha. We're getting a lot of these counties very early. I'm going to go through Waukesha. Kelly's now underperforming Trump and Michaels. Oh, Potashewitz is back in the lead. Milwaukee just came in. And that's a huge lead for Janet Potashewitz. 69-31 early on this race. She's running as pretty much even with, she's running even with Biden. And she's running just a point under Evers right now. Oh, Jefferson County. And Janet leads in Jefferson County. It voted for Tim Michaels 55-43 in 2022. And it voted for Trump 56-41 in 2020. Very early, but that's an error over performance. And votes keep on coming in. Here in Wisconsin. This is looking pretty good for Janet right now. I'm just going to call her Janet because I cannot pronounce that last name for the life of me. ton of Republican votes coming in now. Green Bay, Brown County, Dan Kelly has a lead there. Trump only won Brown County by 7 in 2020. And Evers won at 51-4, and Michaels won at 51-47 in 2022. That's a huge batch of results there for Kelly, but it's very early. The WOW area around with Milwaukee looking pretty solid for Kelly, but but again, votes are coming in very early here. All right, so Ozaukee County, 41% in. Kelly leads 52-48. $55-43 Trump in 2020. 55-44 Michaels in 2022. He's underperforming Michaels and Trump there. In Washington County, let's see, Washington. Trump won at 68-30 in 2020. And Michaels won it by the same amount. But Kelly is only getting 64-36. And there are huge underperformance there. And finally, Waukesha. 59-41 Kelly. 59-39 Michaels in 2022. 59-48 Trump in 2020. Same amount, but the Democrats is overperforming Biden and Evers. Janet is looking pretty solid so far for Janet right now. 25% in. She leads 58-42 basically. We're 30 minutes into poll code. We got 25% in, 30 minutes into the night. Right now, the goal for Janet is basically just to outrun Biden and make sure Kelly underperforms Trump. And it looks like Kelly is doing that right now in very big areas in the WOW area, the WOW area of Wisconsin, which is the suburbs of Milwaukee. Jefferson County. Oh, we got more results. Another big batch just came in, and it is from I'm going to put Janet a bit more lead. Dane County. More votes are dropping. It's almost 90,000 votes now. the county to watch for is right here, Kenosha. And Janet wins here. Pretty good chance that Janet is going to win the election. Kelly is underperforming everywhere, it seems like. Early on. I don't know how many of. Oh, got more results. It is an. Oh, 100,000 vote race now. Milwaukee dropped again at 70-30 here. Right now, Janet is doing what she needs to do right now to win this race. While Kelly's just stuck here underperforming everywhere. It's still 100,000. It's a 100,000 vote race. So in 2022, Evers won by 90,000. Evers won by 90,000 just in November, but I think this is less turnout, but still a very impressive margin to start out here for Janet. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm looking at these margins here. Janet is doing. It's 100,000 votes basically. Kelly's not getting what he needs here. He needs to overperform Trump. And we just got big bats of votes that puts Janet Potasowicz at 60. He needs to overperform Trump in these areas, and he is not right now. He's underperforming Trump right now, and he's getting clobbered. He's down 98. He's down over 118,000 votes. With 35% in, this is looking like a disaster for the Republicans. Again, it's still pretty early to call it, but this is looking like a pretty big disaster right now. So just looking at some of these margins, Janet is doing what she needs to do. The margin has fallen under 60. Or Janet has fallen under 60, but this is looking pretty disastrous right now for the Republican Party. Justice candidate. And it seems like the state Supreme Court is on the verge of tipping into Democratic control. It's 122,000 votes right now, separating the two with 38% in. More votes coming in for Dan Kelly. He is starting to close the gap a little bit, but this is looking very bad for him right now. The Olive Dane and Milwaukee is in. We still have a lot of vote out there. And with the trends I saw on Twitter from analysts, if it matches 2020 or 22, she might get solid numbers in those two areas, which would might give Janet Potasiewicz a 60-40 or more margin here. He is ahead 115,000 votes as of 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:40 in Wisconsin. If you guys like my coverage, please hit that like button, subscribe down below, and because I'll do more covers like this in the future. But right now, this is looking pretty bad for Kelly. We had another drop in Dane County, that's Milwaukee, and it's 100,000 votes alone lead there for Janet Potasiewicz. That is disaster for Dan Kelly. Like 80-20, and dang, that is outperforming Evers. A lot of Republican counties are coming in now, closing the gap a little bit more. 121,000 vote lead here. %85% in Kenosha, and it looks like it will be it's looking pretty solid for Janet Protasowicz. 46% in. We may have a call soon here. Wow. This is actually a nuclear disaster right now for Republic. And we got more results. Ashland, that's pretty close margin right now, but it's very early there. $42 minutes in, we're 47% in with the vote. This isn't looking pretty close to being called soon, folks. Early night in Wisconsin, it looks like. That's when with 54-43 for Biden in 2020. And for Evers, it went 57-41 for Evers. We got more vote drops. This time it was more vote drops coming in. 22,000 vote lead. And ooh. This is still looking pretty bad for Republicans with 50% in. We're 45 minutes after poll closings and starting to look clear that Janet Protasowicz is getting close to victory. Looking on Twitter right now. And Wasserman has called this race for Janet Protasowicz. And that is a huge victory for the liberal side of the spectrum. If this does end up being a Janet Protasowicz victory. %50 in, we're getting 57-43 with a 119,000 vote lead for Janet. 100 she leads alone 100,000 votes of those votes for Janet. It's from Dane County alone, where she leads 80-20. In Milwaukee, she leads. This is a horrendous showing right now in the for the Wisconsin conservatives, which are trying to hang on to their majority of the court. With the ideological flip, which most likely will happen now, looking at this, the maps are which means that the abortion pro-choice in Wisconsin, that 1800s abortion law most likely will be overturned in Wisconsin. There are going to be new legislative maps, including the congressional maps, looks like here, because they have been gerrymandered to keep Republicans there in power for years. And this means that any challenge to Wisconsin's results in next year's presidential election will not be overturned. Let's just see. Evers got 78% in Dane County. Right now, Potaswitz is leading 80-20. $120,000 votes is the lead right now for Janet. 121,000 now. I think when Milwaukee drops its next batch of votes, or when we're going to get called pretty soon. We might get called soon. This is just, and we just got in there a batch of votes. I think this is Milwaukee. And no, it's not. It is Dane. This is Madison. And it is a lead now of 81-19. 140,000 vote lead for Janet Protasewicz with 55% of the vote in. This is looking pretty. This lead looks like it may not be overtaken. We are 50 minutes after poll closings, and Janet Protasewicz looks like she is on her way to winning this race pretty easily. Votes are coming in very quickly now. (9:50 p.m. Eastern Time). Kelly is down 149,000 votes to Janet Protasewicz. Remember, Evers only won by 90,000 votes. Biden won by 20,000 in Wisconsin. Evers in November won by 90,000. Biden in 2020 by 20,000. This is such a big bellwether. This has been a very important race, gotten national attention, but now it looks like this is going to be a pretty solid victory for the Liberals side of the court, as Democrats are about to take control of the Wisconsin Supreme Court. We're just waiting on an official call, which could be coming any minute. Milwaukee, we had a drop in Milwaukee. A little drop in Milwaukee. It brings. We're just getting more and more votes here from the conservative part of Wisconsin. It's 47,000 vote, 147,000 vote lead. This is, and we got about 960,000 votes in 2020. With 55%, like almost 60% in 2020, it was about 3 million. In November, it was 2.5 million. We are almost at a million with 58% of the vote in. We could get 2. It is going to be just as expected. We are getting more and more rural Wisconsin vote, which means more and more Republican leaning vote. But this is 143,000 votes. And Kelly's underperforming Michaels and Trump everywhere right now. For example, let's say Racine County. This is 55-45 count Kelly right now. In 2022, it was Evers won it, lost it by 5. Oh, okay. He is overperforming Michaels, but he's probably under. That's actually overperformance right now, as it looks like. But it's still not going to be enough, it looks like. He needs to do well in the other areas to make. He's down 143,000 votes with 40% of the vote left. And we still have a ton of vote in Milwaukee and Madison yet to be counted. And we have reached over a million vote turnout here in Wisconsin. Again, it's been excellent turnout here for an off-year election. There's been excellent turnout again, and there it is. And Janet Protasowicz has been elected the newest Supreme Court justice for the state of Wisconsin. And with that, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is now in the hands of the Democrats. Associated Press has just called this race for the Democrats. Democrat Janet Protasowicz and again, for the first time in I think 15 years, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is in the hands of the liberals. At 8:57 p.m., 6 p.m., Janet Protasowicz has been elected the next Supreme Court Justice for Wisconsin, defeating Daniel Kelly. This was just a disaster for Kelly. Again, we started to get a ton of Republican vote, and with that, this margin still was very big in favor of Janet Protasowicz, and the lead now is in solvable. and it seems like Kelly cannot overtake her. It is about 148,000 vote lead, with 63% in. The results came in pretty quickly. And with that, Janet Potasowicz is going to be on the Wisconsin State Supreme Court. She will be the next Supreme Court justice in Wisconsin. 149,000 votes for the lead for Janet Potasowicz. I don't in a very amazing victory for. This is a huge victory for the pro-choice movement. This is a huge victory for opponents of gerrymandering. We will probably see new maps in Wisconsin. This is a huge victory for the hopes for the Democratic Party here in Wisconsin, as is now over 160,000 vote lead for Janet. Just wow. The combined vote for Democrats just a month ago was 54%. Well, just an incredible victory here for Janet Potasowicz. Total votes just over 1 million. Officially 60,000 vote lead for Janet. It is now an hour after poll closings here in Wisconsin. Janet Potasowicz at 8:54 p.m. 9:54 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:54 p.m. local time. Janet Potasowicz was elected the next Supreme Court justice for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, defeating former Justice Daniel Kelly. This gives the Liberals, for the first time in 15 years, the majority of the court. That's a huge victory for them. This is a crazy, amazing victory for the Democratic Party here. Almost 1.1 million votes have been counted so far. These numbers have just been insane numbers for Janet this whole race. And this whole night, Kelly needed to outperform Trump to have a chance. But he looks like he will be underperforming Tim Michaels as well. This is a huge victory for Janet Protasowicz. Wow. Great night for the Democrats. I'm trying to find the 8th district. I'm trying to find the 8th district. The SD8 results on Twitter. I'm going to get some more updates on Chicago as well. And we have a call. We have a call right now. Brandon Johnson has become the next mayor of Chicago, Illinois. Defeating Paul Balace. Per Dave Wasserman. A great night for the Democrats. That is a huge. This has been a great night for the Democratic Party. Still looking at State Senate District 8. Oh my God. So this was 14 minutes ago. Per Twitter. I found the image. I found it was So let me just share my screen right quick. This was as of 15 minutes ago. Democrats lead this district by 1,300 votes. Insane. Protasiewicz has some major coattails if the Democrats pull off that victory there. That's with 90% in, by the way. Red Eagle on Twitter said that Kelly lost because he was in too much. Dude, Red Eagle is such an idiot. Alright, let's just be real. Red Eagle is an idiot. He just makes biased projections. He's such an idiot. Like, no offense to him. Like, I think he might be a nice guy, but he just makes some idiotic predictions and saying idiotic stuff. Jesus Christ. He has some of the worst election takes as well. Surprised how many idiots support him. I'm just looking for more results in SD8. What's I'm looking for more results on SD8. When I'm just still trying to find SD8 results. A 13-point margin right now in the Supreme Court race. Alright, I'm gonna just. Whoops. Oh, pain. Looking bad for. Looking pretty good for the Republicans. But, folks, I'm gonna end this stream here. Thanks for tuning in. Right now it's 106. Just a great night for Democrats in Wisconsin. They flipped the state Supreme Court. That's a huge victory. Just congratulations to Janet Protasiewicz. She has won the state Supreme Court race, defeating Kelly. And there you have it. Janet Potasowicz. That is a gain, and it is the Wisconsin Supreme Court. C will be next justice. Again, she was elected at 9:54 p.m. Eastern, 8:54 p.m. local. Janet Potasowicz is the next justice of the Wisconsin Supreme Court. So that is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this channel with your political friends, and I will see you guys in my next video, whenever that is gonna be. Good night. We're coming back. I'm coming back on the air right now. So we got a very close state legislature race, which could determine if the Republicans have a supermajority and if Tony Evers, the governor, can keep his veto power. And SD 8, 91% of the vote in, and it is as close as it can get here. Although the Supreme Court race is pretty much over, under 50,000 vote lead for Janet Potasowicz. The Republican Dan Naughty and Jody Hospice-Sinkin, it's only 723 votes separating the two, with 91% of the vote in. An absolute nail biter. This is going to be a close race here. All that's out is Milwaukee, which on the Supreme Court is very good right now. It's 20%, 80% in. Alright, so this is what I've been getting from Twitter. So on Twitter, Evers, all that's left is Milwaukee County. See, mine just needs just Biden margins there. She needs just to do a little bit more better than Evers to win this one. Alright, so right now it is 723 vote difference. So let's take a look at the other measures here. Ballot measure 1, conditions to release before conviction. 812 to 405 yes. And then cash bail before conviction, 826 yes, 397 no. And then welfare benefit requirements, 980 yes, 981, 2 yes, 264 No. All these measures have passed. We're just waiting on more results here. We're just waiting on the update here. Okay, so we have. All right, folks. No, I think this film is actually done. We're not going to get a lot of results again. So thank you so much for watching, y'all, and I'll see you guys when I see you again. We're just wait. At this point, we are just waiting on. We are at this point. I'm just seeing this is a close matchup here in Wisconsin State District 8, which will decide if the GOP will have the supermajority. This is on Jody Haybush-Sinkin is winning, is losing by 723 votes. However, all that's left is Milwaukee. This could be a flip to the Democratic Party, which could prevent Republicans from having a supermajority, which means that it is very possible that next year the new maps would give the Democrats a very opportune chance to take not only not just to gain seats, but to might actually take the majority when Janet Protasewicz, now the justice elect. 55,000 vote win here. 155,000 vote for Protasewicz in the statewide. We are just waiting. Anytime now. When are we going to get results? And it's not on haven't it's on hasn't even been an hour since Jen has been elected, and Wisconsin Republicans have been thinking about impeachment. This is so what the hell? The Wisconsin GOP is psychotic. Now that is stupid. So apparently, if they impeach and convict Janet, which is not really probably gonna happen, Evers will get to name her replacement. So oof. So it looks like the Democrats will keep control of that part of the judicial system in Wisconsin. But again, the Wisconsin GOP is so freaking psychotic that they would do this. So I am gonna get off now. Thank you so much for watching the stream. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all again. Goodbye.